students, my name is Enrique Rodriguez, and today we will be reviewing a lesson on the tics that require arranged rhythmic and melodic phrases. When arranging melodic phrases, it is very important for us to know our chord progressions. So we're going to go ahead and review some of those right now. So for example, we're going to be taking a C major. Let's go ahead and write down our scale. D, E, F, G, A, and B. And we're going to be using this to do some of our progressions. The first one we're going to do, we're going to be doing a 1, 2, 4, to 5, to 1. So what are these numbers? These are going to be the scale degrees we're going to be using from our C major. We're going to go ahead and label them. 2, Alright, so we got a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So a 1, we're going to go ahead and start with a 1, which in this case would be a C. And then we're going to move to a 4. So we're going to look at what our fourth is. We got an F. So we can do an F up here. And then we got a 5. So we look at what our 5 chord in the C major scale is, which in this case is a G. So we can go up here to this G. And then we go back to a 1, which is our C. So we're going to go ahead and bring this one down. So that's one chord progression that can be used to arrange melodic phrases. We got a 1, to 4, to 5, to 1. Now we're going to do an even simpler one. We're going to do a 1, to a 5, to a 1. Very simple, 3 notes. We can do a C right here, a G down here, and then back to our C. Our 1, our C, the 5, our G, and the 1 back to C. Now, we're going to go ahead and do another one here. This time we're going to go 1, to 6, 2, a 4, 5, to 1. Another chord progression here, so let's fill out our notes. Our 1 would be our C. We can go ahead and start right there with our C and our 6. Look at our 6 up here, which is an A. So we can go down here. Then we got our 4, which is our F. So we're going to go ahead and do a leap down here. Then our 5, which we've used before, was our G. So go ahead and put our G right here. And then we go back to our 1, which we're going to go back up. And these are just 3 of the chord progressions that can be used to arrange some of the phrases. And we're going to be using some of these in the melody we're going to be arranging today. Okay, the first thing we're going to do is, when you're arranging rhythmic and melodic phrases first, you have to know to create a rhythmic and melodic phrase. So we've gone ahead and created a simple 8-measure melody right here. And we're going to be using chord structures, chord progression structures to see how we can arrange this. The first thing we're going to look at is, right here, our key signature. We have no sharps or flats, meaning that we are in the key of C. So we're going to go ahead and write down right here, C major. That's our key. So, first of all, if we're in the key of C, we have right here a C, C, E, which is our first chord. So we're going to label this a 1. So to give this melody some harmony, we're going to go ahead and insert a C in the bass line to complement this first measure. So we're going to go ahead and place our C right here. Okay, then the next thing, we move on. We do the same thing because we're trying to arrange them following a sequence. So the next bar line here, we got an A, C, E. So in the key of C major, we're going to think of this A chord as a 6. So we're going to label our chord here, and we're going to put our bass note right up here on the A. The next part, here we got an F, F, A. So in the key of C, an F would be a 4. So we're going to go ahead and write our 4 here, and we're going to label our F right there. And then, our next measure, if we look at our notes, we got a C, C, E, E, and C. So that goes back to C major, which is our 1. Then place a 1 here, and we're going to go back down to our tonic. So what we did here is we arranged 4 measures of our melody using chord progressions. A 1 to 6 to 4 to 1. Okay, so now that we've done our first 4 measures, we're going to go ahead and play this melody and see how it sounds on our instrument. So we're going to go with the top line up to right here, the first 4 measures. Okay, so right here we finished with a 1 chord, a nice 1 chord. So let's continue arranging our melody. We got what looks to be another 1. We got a C, C, E. So we're going to go ahead and jump up an octave here, label our 1 right there, just to change it up a little bit from the beginning. Then we have an F, F, C, F, F, A, A, C. So in this case, we got another 4. We're going to go ahead and label that. And then we got our last 2 measures down here, which we get a G, G, B. So in the key of C, here we got our 5, another 5 chord right here. We got a G, G, B. So we're going to go ahead and label a G right here. And then on our last measure, we got a C, C, E, E, C. So it looks like we're going to go back to a 1. So we're going to go ahead and label our C down here. Go back to 1, right there. Now here in this one, we're going to go ahead and put our F right there for our 4. Alright, so now that we got all of our chords down, now we're going to go ahead and play the second part of this melody. So now we're going to go ahead and review what we did, what we played before, and we're going to go through the whole melody all together. Okay, so just as a review, what we have done today, we have arranged this rhythmic and melodic phrases into an 8-measure phrase, and we split it up into 2 4-measure phrases. So what we did is we used chord progressions, the first one being 1, 6, 4, 1 for our first phrase, and then we went